Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the kind of big delay that we had on this stream. I was just in a call with my mom, talking about the new place that I'm going to be living in eventually, and we're doing like well, she wanted me to jot down like the what do you call it, like the size of the room and like all that, because I need to look up like a table that I'm gonna put in the fucking, apartment. So I need to like find the right size and shape and shit, and look for a bed and all that too. And I was just jotting everything down. But yeah, how we all doing, guys? I guess we're gonna be playing a so-called horror game today. Hopefully it's not that scary. I think it's like, I think it's a psychological, like, horror game. No jump scares, hopefully. I'm not too exactly sure what's going to happen, but we'll get right into it, Mask, thank you for the 36 months, and to everyone who, were sending in membership gifts before the stream even begun. Thank you so much. Well, last night, I did go out drinking with my dad and his friends, and you know what's crazy? I only brought in $50 to the poker. I was like, I am not playing anymore. I'll just have a cheeky 50 with you guys, and I'll have some fun with you guys, okay? I turned that into $350. I was like, holy shit, I'm making big bucks, and I just walked out. I won last night. I was like, oh, that was so cheeky. It was so fucking cheeky. Good win last night. It was a good win, and then I was like very tired as well, so I just made the waiting room, and I just fell asleep immediately after that. Woke up, just went to the gym, and when I was at the gym, she was calling me, and I was like jotting everything down, which is why it kind of took a bit of time for me to get home as well. But yeah, it was pretty chill. Had a good session last night, a good hangout session with my father and his friends. Apparently his friend is like some guy who does like not like a landlord, but he purchases properties and then like refurnishes it and then sells it or like rents it out, is like the job he does. And I was like, oh, no wonder you're so fucking rich, because he was doing like $10 fucking spins on the pokies, and I was like, you crazy ass man. Yeah, maybe like a flipper or like, I don't know, some real estate stuff he does apparently. But it's apparently like a company like thing that he does, so yeah, rich man he is. Rich man. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Also, Uma Musume, yo, I got a 5 win in the first run I did today for the Gemini Cup. I'm in Group A finals, baby. Too fucking easy. Hit me at that shit, dude. God, I kind of want to play Uma Musume, but we gotta play some horror games today, so why don't we get right into it, eh? English. Without a Dawn contains content that some players may find disturbing or triggering. So essentially what this shit's saying is, don't be a soft bitch like everyone else is in 2025, Go back to being like in the early 2000s, like you hear a joke, just fucking laugh it off. Stop taking it so fucking to the heart, It's like, yeah, that's what essentially it translates to. Would you like to see the content warnings, including possible spoilers? Hell no. Hell no. If someone does off themselves, that's just what the game is, guys, okay? It is how it is. It is what it is, alright? If someone says like something racist to someone in the game, it's in the game, okay? It's just content. You guys don't gotta worry about it, okay? It's just how it is, guys. We just take a spoonful of ice cream and we just swallow it down with it, okay? Without a Dawn. I apologize, but I'm unable to locate the how the fuck the... Oh. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, wait. There's no mouse. It's just like scroll. New game. From what I can see, it's like numbers. There's a bunch of numbers forming this image of a lady. And I feel like people, there was like some sort of, not sickness, I forgot if it was like, if people, is like schizophrenic people sees this. Like numbers forming like shapes and images. So maybe it's something alongside of that. The main character being like a schizophrenic person. It's like something I studied. Or like hallucination. Or like someone like on some substance type shit. We'll just have a look. Are you awake? Open your eyes. So I'm this lady, am I? What now? You're feeling anxious. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that someone is watching you. Someone may be standing behind the window. I can choose to ignore? How can you be so sure? You need to get up and check the window. So she's paranoid as well. It will take but a moment. Game disclaimer, go back to early 2000 mentality, you soft ass bitches. You know, people nowadays like, oh, it's 2025, you know, you made people weaker. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Well, I mean, I should get up, right? Was that a save point? Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. Wow. I guess we have to open the window blind, right? Oh, I can kind of see the branches moving now. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet, but you've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It is true that in silence you can hear yourself more clearly. Head back to bed. Wait. Aren't you forgetting something? What's that? You must close the window blinds. You know how stressful it is when you leave them open. Okay. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. Or is this like, you know, those people with like, what do you call it, like two identities, I guess? So there's this, it feels like I'm being, you know, like puppeted around, but I'm like essentially the girl, right? So the girl has this other entity living in her head or some shit that's like controlling her, being like, oh, you gotta do this, you know? Dissociative identity disorder, is that what it's called? Or split personality? I mean, I think it's like kind of like that. They had that in Inazuma 11 too, where the fucking kid, it was like twins and he had like a brother or some shit. The brother died and then somehow like the identity of the little brother got mixed with the fucking big bro that died and shit. Kind of stuff, you know? Type shit. Can't fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. Because I do have the option to ignore the fucking voice, right? That's talking to me, so like, I wonder what it's gonna be like. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? You're in my head. You can rely on logic. It's your best connection to reality. You are tired. You need sleep. Close your eyes. Well, it's like unwinding backwards. So we went back to 6 p.m.? 3 p.m.? 5. What? What's the point of... The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. I find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's sense to any of this, it's not visible. There's a next dream. Okay, next dream. Ah! Oh my goodness! Biohazard. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? Well, that's cheating. You can change it any time. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 2, 6. You have failed me with your answers. I want to play again. Eh? Oh, was it like the clock arrangement? I don't think so. Seats. I want to play again. Nani kore? Is it like a Morse code? That's what I thought. I can't do Morse code. I never studied Morse code. Is it like a racist Morse code or some shit? Is this the disclaimer they were talking about? Neat. Ouch. Cute. Eh? Why am I, like, what do you mean? I can't see your fucking fingers, you bitch asshole. Why don't you just tell me how many fingers, or why don't you show me how many fingers are holding up? Ah, わかった。It's 11 or 5, either one. Your answers ring true. The interaction represents the beginning of our connection. No, I didn't brute force it. I knew the first 3 order. I didn't know the last one. Acknowledge my existence. Your dream has come to an end. Okay, didn't let me. Did you find the dream unsettling? Not really, it was kind of cool. I thought it was really cool. Do you believe there was more to it? Yeah, I do. You felt something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. You spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 5 is 15. 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. Did something happen to her when she was 15? Will you knock it off? I'm gonna ignore it. You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It will help alleviate your stress. There is no one there. You don't know that. It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. POV Axel Syrios hitting the pokies. You're back in your bed no time. Okay, fucking hell. Then you head over. Huh? You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. It could be a dense fog hindering the view. You're probably right. Ah! That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck was that, bro? Wait. Can you see the movement in the distance? Shit. Is it coming closer? Huh? Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid the trees? I just find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is blending into the fog surrounding it. Oh, hell no, man. Wait, it's coming closer! It is coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, no, no! The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yo, 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 yo! You cannot trust your... whoa! It's coming so close! You are alone here. There is no one here besides you. Guys, I'm kind of scared. Yo, the music is kind of loud too. It's only you and your shadow. Shadow? Is that a Latina? Oh, what do I do? Do I close the window blinds? Eee! Close window blinds. Did that really happen? If you reason, you'll realize there's unlikely anyone out there. You must be startled though. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Come on, truck swinging maestro, you know? Get your stamina back, lady. Think of something entirely different. Think of Uma Musume. Think of Uma Musume. Think of Satono Diamond with a tongue out. It will calm you down a bit. Think of it, the last movie you saw. Shit, what's the last movie I saw? I don't even know. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Good. You're starting to stabilize. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It is the only place where you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. Oh. Shit, I guess I am, like, schizophrenic after all. The trees are back. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You're sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. Close the window blinds. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come, and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. Okay. Is that a lighthouse? The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to the sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful, amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You're breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overwhelmed the light for too long. What is this, like a fucking Kingdom Hearts like introduction, like movie type shit? It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. Okay. So usually the first dream has to do something with the next dream. A lighthouse in the middle of the ocean. I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It's the same Morse code. It is difficult for me. Is this a Morse code as well? These... What is wrong in my silence? The wrong pattern. What is wrong with the pattern of my silence? Yeah? I can't fucking count, bro. What? Is that even 14? It's like 8 or 9. Like this? Oh, like by this he means? Like this? Oh, this. 14 dots. Okay, I see. How many dots should my silence hold? 15. I understand. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Okay, yes. I have corrected my silence. Who are you? I am the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. 15. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You will find something hidden under its detached roof. Okay. She doesn't have any breakpoints in her silence. Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yes. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly. But it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. Oh, does this sound loud? Can I, like, lower the volume? Let me see. Is this better? Is this better? You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. This spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that has yet to be discovered. Are you tired of this recurring conflict in your head? Be that as it may. You can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? Why not? There's likely nothing hidden inside, but you must verify it to get it out of your head. Then maybe you can finally sleep. It's going to rain soon. Normally, you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you. But you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. Go outside. Why is she in, like, the middle of the forest? In a gas mask? Post-apocalyptic world or some shit? Should have worn a coat. This bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone. What the fuck? Did I just tab out of? Sorry. Yet, you find it refreshing. There is something purifying and healing about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. How many dots is there here? God, I hate counting this shit. Yeah, it's 15. But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you are of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. Okay, let's go. You are here by the birdhouse. Okay, why is there a birdhouse? Does that matter? A birdhouse? She likes bird? Like, do you usually just build a birdhouse? Because they're like, why not? You still want to do this? Yes. You're not sure. You have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you analyze this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. What? Huh? I also thought this game was about like a kidnapping or some shit. Like she got kidnapped or some shit. But maybe I'm wrong. At first, that's what I thought. Like, very first, when I saw the game. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories. Recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in the thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. Ooh. Yeah, I do think it's like trauma. But the way they like explain everything, it seems like she has like a condition as well, which kind of like... I mean, there's a possibility for everything, I feel like. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You are ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Anything, really. You want to believe there's something in the birdhouse. Wouldn't you find it terrifying? Would it turn your dream into something more? There's only one way to find out. Remove the roof! Ah! You cannot believe it. You discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in the gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? I don't think it's him. You believe there's a logical explanation. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, trauma, like, she lost her memory or something. But then, this person that's talking to her is, like, another identity that just exists until... You know, like, when someone goes through, like, a traumatic experience, they form, like, another identity within themselves, which is there to protect the weaker identity version of... You know, what is that fucking called? I forgot what it was called, but it's an actual thing where when someone goes through, like, a traumatic experience, they have, like, they end up having, like, another identity inside of them, which is, like, a protective, like, kind of, like, fucking version of themselves, which protects the weaker version of them until they get back on their foot. Alter ego type shit. Yeah, that DID, you know. DID shit. I don't know the full fucking term for it, but yeah. So maybe this person narrating, the guy who comes out in the dream, they're all like the same identity that she has created inside of her brain in order for her to get back on the track with things, right? Also, cute penguin. Is that a penguin on her shirt or some shit? Maybe something like that. But you need time to understand what has happened. You find it also very confusing. Be that as it may. Someone placed a box here recently. But it is recent. It's not ages ago. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone, after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should get back inside first. Huh. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? What does this mean? The front door is ajar. Ajar? It's open. You can't remember if you closed the front door. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet, there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did he wish to find? Nothing's to live for. You want to find something new, or to revive something old. Ah, the repressed, suppressed memories of her. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. Get inside. Stop being a bitch, man. You made it safely back inside. But you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates it's light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. A finger! Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easy for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, you should open the box. Anyone would hesitate in your situation. But you know you can't let this slide. Adam from fucking Evangelion. You found something in the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it, but you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. Open the box! Open sesame! You found a phone inside the box. Huh? Upon closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? Yes, it is. You must be stupefied. The last thing you expected to find was your phone. Oh, well, make a video out of it. Hey guys, today I would like to do a box opening, a new case opening of the new iPhone, whatever the fuck. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? Rationalize. You're still able to act reasonably after all this bewilderment. Your ability to reason may be the key to unlocking the truth. Try to remember the last time you used your phone. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? You don't remember coming in, do you? Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one who hid the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does this sound like something you'd do? It's possible. You find comfort in this assumption. You're mentally exhausted. You're not well. And your Umas are not well. You skipped in your fucking daily login bonuses, and while the Gemini Cup is all running, you were missing out on all these cool... Like, God, she's missing out, bro. The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impassable. You need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Head back to bed. Okay, interesting. Do you find it bizarre? What? I mean, when you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or the other, right? You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But have you considered there could be something more? A greater truth. Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone. Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress. Sometimes even happy memories feels boundless and imperfect without a reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. See, what we were talking about is like you building something, trying to protect yourself from something, you know? You're not actually, there's actually no barrier between you and something. You're only creating that barrier yourself, you know, type shit. Maybe you should seek help? I got this. Maybe you do. But be very careful not to let yourself go too far. Be that as it may. The best thing for you right now is to get some rest. Close your eyes. Oh, what the fuck is this? 15 still. You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body shaking and breathing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze. But you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls and the gray corner. What the fuck? You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water. 15 again it was, yeah. Waves as its pulse. Brown noise as its voice. It is calling you. Urgency, disarray, despair, shame, panic. Is this 15? Is this 15? Fuck, I gotta like keep counting. Yes, it is. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You're furthering away. You're floating to safety. I'm the man in the gas mask. And I ask you this. Oh my god, it's like so fucking loud still. It gets loud when it gets to this part. Okay, what do you ask me? Do you believe in my existence? Yeah? Will you trust my benevolence? Yeah? Will you accept my truth? If I lead, will you follow? 15. You have fully accepted my existence. You have been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. Looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in the gas mask from your head. Do you think he is malevolent? What does that mean, like? He's a bad hoe? What does that mean? A bad actor? I don't think he is. You find him suspicious, but he has done you no harm. Not yet. Anyway. Maybe he's trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You're tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in the gas mask. Maybe he's the only one who can help you. Okay. I don't know, like, that image of the girl leaning against the wall could, like, represent a lot of fucking things, you know? Like, for example, if this was kidnapping, and then the gas mask guy, you know, that's kind of like, for example, like, Stockholm Syndrome, it kind of gives off the vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't think he's a bad guy. Maybe he's the only guy who's gonna save me type shit, right? There's a lot of, like, things that it could mean. I don't know how. You need to step outside the logic. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. You remember him mentioning a gallery? Could it mean the gallery on your phone? It could be worth a look. Okay, let's have a look. You unlocked your phone. The gallery's already open. Huh? It is a picture of the cabin you are in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. Ah. This is the latest photo. It is a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo? It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. Okay, so this is like another thing about people who has lost memory. They remember specific parts of their fucking old self, but can't remember certain things. Like, they can remember, oh yeah, I remember I did this, but they won't be able to remember their name. It does happen a lot with people who has, like, memory losses. Some memories are, like, still intact and has, like, you know, links, but some of the things that are the most common things, like, oh, knowing your name or knowing your age or, like, knowing who you are, those things get, like, lost, you know? Y'all went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You're all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. Yeah, it's very psychological, this one. I did study a bit of that too, psychology, so... But I wasn't good at it, so... I wasn't a fan of, like, writing reports and shit. I just wanted to talk with people about psychology, so... You're wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you have been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. And ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. Is this a dog or what? This reminds me of like... Reminds me of the video of like the two guys forcing this fucking dude to eat a soup or some shit. And like a locked... It's like one of those fucking like weird online videos of like these two fucking dudes forcing this guy to eat a soup. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know what it's called. But there's like... It's like some online horror shit, whatever you call it. Reminds me of that. She passed away recently. You miss her so much that there's no words to describe it. You must feel... do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accepted this. There will come a day when grief turns into a fond memory. What the fuck is this? It's a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You have seen it near the cabin. Yet you cannot remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here. But you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you recently. Be that as it may, can you see something strange in this image? You find it difficult to discern what you're looking at. 怖いけどさ。Alright, I'm out, yo. I'm out, yo. Oh, hell no. What did you think you saw? So, I feel like choosing the bottom answer is like a bad decision for the game in general, because the bottom answer feels like she's trying to evade and run away from reality, which is what's always causing her to be in this repetitive cycle of her not knowing what the fuck she's doing, right? The top is to pursue the truth, even though if it may be the harsh and painful reality. And the heartbeat is gone. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. Dude, what the fuck, man? Why does it keep tabbing out this shit? This is the moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You've resisted for so long. You can't hold it in any longer. Take a fat shit, and you must surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? Nothing. You've grown so tired. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Find the man in the gas mask. You must confront him if it's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek out him. I am not going to the fucking bathroom. The front door is open. Yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? I don't think she did. You can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was opened. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door is open? Yeah, like, she left it open. You feel that's the most likely explanation, but you can't be sure. It leaves you in a doubt. Suddenly, your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. What? Left wrist? Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel like there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. I thought there was gonna be like cut marks or some shit, to be honest. And like another coping mechanism. I feel like this game throws you off with like trying to add so many different elements that makes you think, okay, maybe it's about self-harm, or okay, maybe it's about a kidnapping, or okay, maybe it's about a split personality, you know, disorder, or okay, maybe it's about like there's just a bunch of things that it throws at you, like you don't know what the real answer is. These thoughts come to you with urgency. Maybe it is an addiction. Maybe it is when you have an addiction to a certain sort of drug, you do get like what do you call it, like a reaction when you haven't had it in a while. What was it called? Like the back. What was it called again? Fucking the rebound effect. Your body starts rebounding and like you start get fucking withdrawals. Yeah. This ain't basketball, bro. It's the same shit. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They're just thoughts. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. Get going. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. So it's like breaking out of your comfort zone. Sometimes make you feel more comfortable. You know, it's like, oh, I have not gone outside in fucking 2 years because I don't touch grass. But I'm so glad I went out because after that I started noticing how good reality is and I'm not caved in my fucking room like a room dweller type shit, hey? A drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly. A feeling that provides you comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? Right, is it weakness? Is showing your is not being able to show your weakness the real weakness type shit? Ah, see, throwing you another thing. Maybe she's like acting tough type shit. How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? She's a whole fucking package of red flags. Jesus, you gotta like face reality and start fixing them, girl, like bit by bit. Not all at once, but bit by bit, you know? Because right now, you're just avoiding everything. Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. The old mill lies just beyond the ridge. You're almost there. You thought you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this. I don't think people who has anxiety issues should play this game, honestly. Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. That is not the man in the gas mask. Isn't that like a bear? It's a grizzly bear. You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Well, I mean, you know, lady said bear over man, so, like... And in this situation, if I was there, I would be scared of a human more than a bear too, so, like... I'll be chilling. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It will be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came. Yeah, if you were fucking out in the forest and then you see a random figure of a man, I'll be shitting myself. If it was a bear, I'll be like, oh, a bear in its natural habitat. I just gotta be really quiet and careful. If it's a human, I'm like, oh, he's out for me. Like, oh my goodness, he's out here to kill me. Whereas a bear is just in its fucking natural habitat, right? You feel me? But if I was like in a cage, right, then I'll choose a man over a bear, obviously. It's like, which environment, you know? If I was in the fucking, like, cage or in, like, jail cell with someone, I would pick a man over a bear. You know, like, that's just obvious. But if I was in a fucking forest, I'll pick a bear over a man. Like, a man in a forest that randomly appearing, he's there to kill my ass, obviously. But if it was like a bear, just like, don't come near me and I'll leave you alone. So you just, like, fuck off, you know? You're like, my bad, Mr. Bear. Mr. Grizzly Bear, my bad, yo. And you just, like, you know, leave. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. It could be she's just hallucinating. Close your eyes. 1. She's gonna open it and something's gonna jump at me. I'm already ready for this shit, yo. I'm already ready for this motherfucking shit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please, no strange man standing in front of me either, yo. Please. Please don't eat me. Oh, thank fuck. And it's gonna throw me off and something's gonna be like, rah, right after this, bro. You're slowly looking at your surroundings. But you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant no harm. It looks like you're safe. You never had encountered a grizzly bear before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. You believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? I believe so. You found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize a significant change in your life. Be that as it may. You should get going. The old mill is waiting for you over that ridge. You are here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more finale or final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? No. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's something here. I mean, there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady your breathing and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He is waiting for you in the old mill. Continue towards the old. This is equivalent to going for that 50% friendship training in Uma Musume when you have like 5 fucking guys on 1 speed stat. 50%. You have to expend your every single last bit of energy and go for it. You are standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality shake hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis, or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They're constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything to explain this mad world. For this can't be all that there is. So here you stand at the foot of the mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? I'm ready, baby! You can no longer rely on logic. The man in the gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. You have psychosis? What is psychosis, man? I don't know what psychosis is. Which foot do I usually step up with first? I don't even know. I think left. Fifth step. You can't take stairs without counting the steps. Oh, you have crazy episodes. Oh. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge. And you're not even sure you'd want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden and recurring pattern to waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make such sense, does it? You feel conflicted, but you won't stop counting. 10. You're nearly there, with just a few steps remaining. You can feel the cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. 15 steps if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? It's a sign. Everything is a sign in life. Does it feel like someone is calling you? Can you feel someone holding your hand leading you here? I mean, I am, bitch. I'm the one doing this shit for you. You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary. Honestly, this game is kind of mentally draining, though. But you're finally here. The storm is raging as your restless thoughts. There's nothing but this old door between you and the man in the gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope? Get inside. It's the triangle. Oh, neat howdy! Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and your thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. 15 silence notes. I have manifested from the shadows of the grey corner. I am night without a dawn. Title drop. Why am I here? You have sensed something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close, you can almost reach out and touch it, but you still don't know what it is. Yet you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. I can hear the Morse code. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind all the distorting veil. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the three faces of the pyramid, but it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just, the truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. You have sensed there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the grey corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. What if she's like in a coma or some shit and she has to wake up from the coma, but in order to wake up from a fucking coma or some shit, she has to get through this and stop hiding behind whatever she is hiding. Because she's like, I'm guessing she has experienced this shit like many times already, right? There's just too many possibilities of anything happening. You are causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. I know. You're holding back the tears. You're thinking of them. But they don't matter. There's nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. Maybe this Morse code is like also like not only like a Morse code but like a symbolism, I guess, kind of. It could mean a Morse code but also at the same time like a fucking, you know, beep 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 from the fucking emergency room that she's in. Maybe she's in a coma and she's about to die and like this is her last chance to come back or some shit or whatnot. Oh, the Morse code is an SOS? Really? You need to let them go. You must cut any ties you have left with this world. For the veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives. And with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will ask you, I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. So S is 3 dots, O is 3 longs, and S is 3 dots, so SOS. I guess, yeah. I first came to you in your dreams. Now, accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you've started to sense its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love, joy, and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and forced. And because of the nature of these things, you must bleed. With my eyes, I will release the poison out of you. Clarity. No pain, no doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let's let go of the Discord. Oh, me to the Discord mod. Let go of the Discord. Let go of the worries. Rip is though. Holy shit. It's so fucking loud. Dude, it's so loud. It's actually insane. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Whoa, 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 Serrano, why are you meowing in my chat? What the hell is going on? Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? Listen to the sea. There's no false light where the water begins. I think I'll put up the volume now. Where did the lighthouse go? Is that the triangular thing they were talking about? Oh no, the sun's rising. Ah, the lighthouse, the guiding light is now... Okay, I see what it means. I see. So it was like a symbolism. The lighthouse was the man in the mask, the gas mask, talking to her. Holy shit. Whoa. This is like giving me weird ass vibes. I don't know why. She's getting closer and closer to the pyramid, I think. What the hell? It's time to go. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please, help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Huh? That's the game. Hey there! Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. I hope you enjoyed my little game. I sure did. It was a great game, but... Discord mod jump scare. PewDiePie? That's a relief. Thanks. A year to create this game. Very interesting, though. Okay. Feels like I did 5 things for one to stick. And it feels like the girl was going through 5 things when there's probably 1 outcome. Over this game, I felt I could spend more time refining the smaller details. Was it art? It was more like an art than a game. It was not like a game at all. It was like art. Creating a thought-provoking and mature tale of the human psyche was tough. I had to constantly put myself in the dark place to bring this work into existence. Yeah, that's the thing about, like, making really good, like, dark-themed games. It's the creator has to be going through some dark shit in order to, like, produce, like, something great like this. Like, Yoko Taro, I don't even know what the fuck the man has gone through to make something like that, to be honest. Yet at the same time, this project was a labor of love. I'm very proud of how it turned out. I want to thank my wife, Jenny, for her continuous support and help. I don't know why, but he gives me vibes of, like, him going through depression. I'm not even kidding. Like, he gives off that vibe. And thanks to my kids, Rico and Minja. You're the best. Thanks to the local game dev community. Sharing a drink is always a pleasure. And huge thanks to thanks to you all for encouraging me through social media. Oh, and before you go, would you consider dropping a review? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. That would help so much with the exposure. You can find me here, jessymcconan.com. Silver font at Poppyworks. The self-insert, like towards the end. Wait, that's it? So there's no clear explanation about what the game is. I could, like, click continue. Oh, so it's just the very end. Okay. There probably are, like, other like, endings too, but I don't know what to select. But I like these games because you don't go through all the endings and you kind of leave it to, like, your own thought. I feel like. Help me. The sun rises. Well, from what I understood, from my take of this game, right? My take and how I would think about this, like, in a philosophical way, is that the girl always had a guidance, which was symbolized by the lighthouse and the man in the mask, even though it was just in her dreams, right? She had a purpose to do those. Why? It's not because she wanted to do it, it's because she heard voices, right, to tell her to do it. And It can mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to be voices. It can be like a purpose of you living your life. But you living your life not for yourself, but for someone else, etc. But the thing is that when that light is gone, when that guiding light is gone inside of you, right? You're all left alone in the darkness, and that is when you ultimately need the most help. Is what I feel like. That's like one thing, right? It felt like. Also, there's like a bunch of things, like something like that could be taken into theory. Also, the very end, like, did feel like what happens when you, like, take drugs in, right? Like, when you take a substance. So the sunshine coming up, rising from the fucking, you know, what do you call it, the horizon, and it lights up your world. It's all so bright, but it's only there for a couple of seconds, and then it fades away, and it all turns to darkness again. And her going, oh, help me, like, I need help. It could be taken that way too. It's like, also, it's about her feeling comfortable and not wanting to escape and get out of the comfort zone in darkness. I feel like could be taken in that way as well. There's like this saying, if I remember correctly, like, when nothing makes you feel at peace. What was it? When nothing comforts you, your darkest thought is the only thing that comforts you, type shit. What was it, like? When nothing and no one is there to comfort you, your like darkest thoughts overtake, and that's what comforts you, which is essentially like what happens to people who's like, you know, who has an alcoholic problem or like a drug overdose problem or like, you know, self-harm. Is like, it's a coping mechanism essentially, right? Because nothing else is there, which is like, for example, the guiding light. They don't have that guiding light, right? And when people don't have the guiding light, they need the most help, which is why once that light tower is gone, she was like, help me, right? At the very end. But throughout the whole game, she had the light tower, and it seemed like she had this biggest problem. Like, we all thought, oh, this girl has some fucking issues. But at least she had the light tower and the man in the gas mask, right? Which was kind of helping her, leading her. So she didn't ask for help or anything throughout the whole game until the very end, when the light disappeared and when she had no guidance. And when there's no guidance, nothing to comfort you, that's when the darkest and the darkness will overtake you. It's pretty cool. I feel like this game has a lot of messages in it. It's kind of like hard to decipher all of it because, you know, I obviously don't know what the goal of this game is and what its ultimate message was, but for a first-time player and a person who loves these kind of games and these kind of, you know, mind puzzles and thought process, it's a very interesting game, and it gives you like a lot of different outlooks to the game. There's a lot to take from it. Exactly. I feel like Shinri should play this game. It'll be a good game for Shinri to play, I feel like. He'll love these kind of games. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it could be like a mix and match, like, you know, at a Subway. Oh, let me get a little bit of depression and a little bit of, you know, alcoholic problem. Ooh, a little bit of fentanyl overdose too. Ooh, a little bit of self-harm too. Let me get a little bit of that, a little bit of this, you know, like at a Subway. Like a Subway for like trauma Subway, yeah, essentially. Trauma Subway. Literally. The psychological Subway, literally. Hey, sir, what can I get for you? Can I recommend some more pixel horror I think that you would like? World of Horror, Faith, Inscription. Also not pixel, but I want to see you try Tsugu no... hell no! Hell no, Tay. I'm too scared, bro. Even this one scared the bat shit out of me, bro. Nuh-uh. Without a dawn. They did say... there was a title drop. I think the guy said, I am the darkness without a dawn, right? Some people's lives are like that. Or has been like that for a long time. Just pure darkness with no dawn. And that kills a person's purpose to live and to do anything. So even if the dawn doesn't come, if there's a lighthouse, there's a string of hope. There's a reason at least to live for. But if it's just pure darkness, you're all alone. You have nothing to lose. You don't care. And that's when they ultimately need the most help. Which is what I think the last bit of her saying help me. Because until the very end, which was pitch fucking black, nothing to be there for. Right? She did not, like, she did not scream help me. And the SOS, like, signal was getting stronger and stronger towards the end as well. But I still don't know what the 15 is about. And what the pyramid was about. Honestly, when I saw, like, the image of, like, her against the wall and, like, a dude staring at her, I thought it was a bit of, like... I'm not too sure if I'm really allowed to say the word itself, but, like, you know, like a sexual crime, let's just say. I thought it was something along that line, and she was, like, traumatized. And also kidnapped as well. And then, like, started to build, like, that Stockholm Syndrome at first. That's what I thought, but playing it through, I was like, okay, well, there's no one else here, so, like... I mean, I thought that, honestly. And I thought that's why they had the disclaimer at the beginning. Faith the Unholy Trinity is also a good pixel horror game. You should play it, Faith. I need to check it out. Also, what was the bear all about? I think the bear was just hallucination, maybe. I actually feel like the bear was not a hallucination. Everything else she has been going through was a hallucination, I feel like, except the bear. Like, I feel like that's another sort of symbolism, maybe, throughout the game that shows that even the worst things can happen in life. So everything you think about, the worst things, is usually like a hallucination, or like, oh, it was like an imagination of your thoughts, like eating your fucking minds alive. But sometimes the thing that eats your mind alive can happen in real life, and that's like a symbolism of the bear being there, is what I thought. And yeah, the bears are like a dream for like the main character as well, and it's like a changing point in life, it shows. But I wonder what the real purpose of the game was about. I wonder what the message was. I really wonder. Does make me a bit curious, not gonna lie. I wanna have a look at the reviews to see what people says about it. Okay. Let's see. What did people think? But it is an illusion of choice. That's what everyone says. It's an illusion of choice. It's not bad at all. It's a very short game, but it's not a game. It's an art piece, I feel like. It was nice. Really wonder what the message was, though. I guess we all gotta check it out for ourselves and play it ourselves in order to figure it out, I guess. Yeah. We all gotta play it for ourselves to see what it is. Okay, well, a bit of a short stream today then, I guess, eh? We'll just switch back to this screen then for now. Bit of a short one. Oh, I disappeared. Ah, there we go. I'm back. I'm back, bitches. Bit of a short one, but I had a lot of fun. It was good. It was a chill session. It was a chill session. Not bad at all, actually. I won't do too long of a Zatsu because my throat is a bit in a bit of a pain right now. And we did do like a Zatsu yesterday, I guess, kinda. I don't want to like... What's the word? I can't come up with, you know, insane amount of topics right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's the game. Yeah, we were fucking like reading that whole shit for like an hour and a half as well, so yeah. The game drained you too much. It kind of did, yeah. Yeah, like literally. But I'm glad I was able to have fun. Now I guess I'll just have to go deep into the world of the internet to figure out what the message was and what other people think about it. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. It was a cool game, and I'm looking forward to playing stuff like this more in the future. For next week, I'll be putting out a schedule as well, so stay excited. I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. I might even stream later tonight if I do have the time, because why not? This was a bit of a short one, but if I don't, then I'll let you guys know. But anyways, thank you so much for today. I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. お疲れ様でした。また次回お会いしましょう。じゃあね。バイバイ。See you guys. See you.